So now let's take a fast look into my smart plug wall plug switch control. First, we're gonna start with that home button. This creates that control panel. Actually, this is what you see here. It's the two last buttons are working for my power devices. One of status here, and the other one is a power toggle. Has a power toggle function. Let's push status. We're gonna get a new notification. That one is here. As you can see, the notification is here. They are for both Vera devices. I got here two wall plugs. They are for both Vera devices. The difference between these two, that these controlling all the devices and these are only for the devices what we want to control. So they are separated one by one. So this two notification is here, right here. As you can see that we got here smart home power, a variable, and the action, smart home power variable, power off action, smart home variable, and status action. In here, in the control panel, we got only AC for power, and one status and one power toggle. So let's take a look what's getting triggered. So here we got this launch AC master profile, which is triggered from the smart home power. As you can see here, smart home power, smart home power, smart home power. These are the notifications, the notification buttons, actually. So now, if you take a look here inside, we will see that if it's AC, I can pull it more out. If it's AC, the first, like here, if statement, then if it's power toggle, or of course here downstairs we got if it's status. So if it's power toggle, if both local wall plugs are on, turn it on, it's gonna close the status, the notifications bar, and ask for me, yes, I'm sure, or no, I'm not sure. Then it's gonna cancel. This is auto tools dialog. It's asking, would you like to turn off? Really? Yes. And I want to pull it. If I push OK, it's gonna set action to power off and flash device turning off. If I push cancel here, should be button 1, then it's gonna stop the whole task. If the devices are not on, then if they are off, this power toggle button gonna work as turn on anyway. So else, if the devices are off, it's gonna flash turning on device and put action variable to power on. So else, if the command is not power toggle, command is status, it's gonna simply close the notification bar, put action to status, turn variable to status, and flash what happens. So now we're getting to this control part is only for that control panel, what you see here. This is for the functions. And now we're jumping to the one by one device control, to these notifications. That is what you can see here on the left side. And so that means that if RCOM1 was AC. As you can see here, RCOM1 was AC on the main control panel, but here on the device control panel, we don't have RCOM1 AC, we got a device name. So actually, I'm using here a simple regex matching. As you can see, AROM means power, and all my devices, the power devices, the names are starting with power, with AROM. So that means I filter for these power devices, and if they are matching AROM, it's gonna close the status bar, and ACOM1, as you can see, it's gonna be the device. ACOM2, it's gonna be the action, the status, power off, power on. It's like here, on, off, status, status, power off, power on, status, power off, power on. So, and then the end statement is ending, and we're gonna perform a task, AC master. We got here one local device status update. This one is triggering if I get smart home status. As you can see here on my event host, if my laptop or one of my remote devices or local devices sending message, this profile is getting triggered. As you can see, we get here if one is my Google TV, if my PC, or if my laptop. So as you can see, you get here ACOM1 as laptop, and look here in event ghost is sending smart home status laptop as ACOM1, and ACOM2 is going to be power off, sleep, or power on, of course. Here, this is setting the monitor. This sets up the monitor using these variables to monitor the devices, and I use them in the minimalistic text widget. With devices, here I get a simple Vera stuff from AutoApp plugins for plugins, power switches, and status. This is only updating my text widget actually, and you can see it's triggered if my Vera device is turning off, on, it's turning our variables, setting variables. And here we got also perform task AC master with PAR1 of device name. This is the Vera device status update. So that means if I go to the power switch and push the button and turn it on manual, this profile will be triggered automatically, and that means that this task is going to trigger AC master and send AC master with parent device name. Why is the perform task here? It's because if I or somebody else triggers my power device, I don't want to have an alarm or something. I just want to have a notification. So if I turn it down here, it should run the task, and I get my notification, and I'm not think that I'm gonna miss that something has changed in the power at home. So let's go back, turn this back, let's go for some task. The power on Vera device, simply single power on. It uses the AC dev, smart home AC dev, flashing device, power on, power off is the same, just turn off, flashing device, turn it off. So let's go inside to the power on local devices. Uh, I think if you got already your Vera devices registered, your remote devices, so if this one is gonna query my devices, here you can see TV box 1, 2. I use it here a filter because I get two PCs or two remote devices what I don't want to trigger in this task. So I'm simply gonna turn it out and turn these out, and let's see what happens. It should loop on, send wake on LAN, and should loop and wake on LAN to my Google TV box, and on the end it's gonna clear the variable, the global variable. It's the same task for powering off local devices. It happens the same, just I get one auto remote message to one Android stuff and a different message for even ghost devices. And you can see here variable stop power off to 2. I'm using that in the AC master task actually. So let's take a look in the widget update profiles. So as you can see, I'm using here variable cleared, and with the regex matching everything was start with smart home, everything was start with smart home and set. This is my profile and the voice mode. I need so much because that widget should update every time if something has changed. So then every of these are only launching the widget update actually. So let's take a power off. It has its own profile also, my power off local task. This is what turns every device off for me. You can see here we get our laptop turn off is disabled. And if I launch that, I need to turn that device off. I don't, because it's running at the moment. As you can see, it should trigger so let's go back to the AC master. This is the control task for everything actually. So that means we got here 1 if the device is set for power. That means it's gonna scan only, everything is gonna happen only for one device. So we got here auto device info with variable, and if the action is power on, then it should just simply perform the task and power on the device. If the action is power off and the device is TV box, the power device, the wall plug, this TV box, it should first turn down my PC and everything else. So it's gonna perform the task power off local, what I just showed you before. Wait 1 second until stop power off is set. This is the variable in the power off task, local task. and this is skipped in the moment. It's going to perform a task, a status task. It's going to wait, and it's going to go to clear and clear here all the variables what we don't need anymore for the next option. So this is if the device is set. If we are going down, this is a multiple device. So if the device name isn't set, it's gonna search for my power plug, because this if statement is for my power plugs only. So the name is regex matching for the power plugs. It's gonna loop for every device which would be found by AutoApps-Vera device info. And here happens the same. If the main power control is on and some of the devices is on, then first triggers the perform task power off local. So it's gonna turn off my PC, my DVD, TV and everything else, and it's gonna wait 15 seconds, and it's gonna turn off the electricity, the power in the wall plug. Every time when that happens, power off, power on, or something happens, it's gonna be every time perform the task, status. And here on the end, it's only the clear. We get a flash. AC Master has done his job. I got the widget icon. This is what's in the middle of the screen. Should red, blue, and so middle depends on the color, depends on the state of the devices. And here variable clear. And that's all. Hope you understand it, and I hope you get this thing to work with your own devices, and have fun, and see you next time.